Even if YouTube is giving me trouble this morning, I'm here. Okay, all right. Let's give everyone a minute to arrive, and I'm going to pull up the stream on my computer so that I can see your comments. Let's see. Theoretically. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. I think we're good. All right, I'm here. Are you here? Okay. All right, so, okay, I don't know about you guys, but it has been quite the week this week. I don't know what it is, but it has been a week. I'm telling you. I don't even know. It's just this week has been absolutely exhausting, and I have not been able to accomplish nearly as much as I wanted to because I haven't been able to, like, I don't know, the motivation has just been off this week. I've been feeling absolutely exhausted. And, like, to the point where it's like, am I more exhausted than is reasonable? Is something going on with me? But then, I have hypochondriac tendencies sometimes, so you just never really know. But I'm here. It's okay. We are live. This morning, all right, we're going to start with an update. So this morning, let's make this go full screen. Is this it? Yes. Okay. So this morning, I put a brand new digital paper pattern bundle in the shop to go along with our new Midnight Elemental collection. And look at them. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. So I didn't do a GoodNotes file, so if you guys want that and want me to update that and add it, I can. But I do have like the large size and the small size images. So the smaller ones are going to be less, less file size on your planners if you wanted that. But the large size, they can be pretty big. So this is one of those files that's got the download link to get it off Dropbox. Plus, having it on Dropbox makes it super simple for what we're going to do today. So if you did not see the title for the live stream, we're going to do a color with me. I said I think maybe it was like the end of last month, I talked about doing kind of like a schedule for the YouTube channel for the new quarter. I haven't got that entirely worked out, but one thing I wanted to do is include a color with me because I think those are always fun and we can try new things and play around with different things. And I've got some coloring books in the shop and then some more that will be in the shop. So I kind of want to, do more of that. It's very relaxing, and sometimes when you've had a stressful week, it's fun to just play. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is we're just gonna play a little bit. And I had this idea of using the pattern bundle for our coloring today. So it's kind of what I'm thinking about. It's just in my head right now. So I can see it in my head how I want to do it, sort of, kind of, maybe. So what I'm going to do is, first, do we have any more updates? Let me just check my Notion real quick on my screen, and let me see if we have any more updates. I'm going to go to my home tab and see what's coming up. Tomorrow we are doing our book club Zoom hangout, the end of the month hangout. That is tomorrow afternoon. So if you are in the book club on Patreon, make sure you check out the Zoom link that I put out on, what day was that? Like Monday, I think is when I put it out. So we're getting together tomorrow afternoon at 3 to talk about our book of the month and whatever other spicy content we feel like talking about, and it's going to be so much fun. I loved the book of the month. I'm just going to go on record right now and say that. I think that's the only major updates, other than the bundles went out on, what are days? Tuesday. Went out on Tuesday, and that means that the new goodies will be hitting the shop on, I swear, seriously, what are days? Well, what day is the 1st? Is that Wednesday? Thursday? Thursday. So on Thursday is the 1st of August. Like, what the fuck? When did that happen? How is that here already? I don't even know. But yeah, so those will be hitting the shop then. So book club and then that. Okay, so for today's video, we're going to play around with some of the coloring pages in the flower coloring book. And I'm thinking, I'm leaning towards this one. But I also really like this one. I don't know. This one. See, I can't decide. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is on Dropbox, okay? So I'm just going to do, share with, nope, not that. Here's what we're going to do. The easiest way. Easy peasy. I'm just going to take this and just drag it right into Procreate. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to our paper bundle. Get out of there. And we're going to play with the paper bundle with the flowering coloring book page. This is what I'm thinking of. So, okay. So I'm looking at the comments. Okay, Anne's here. It really has been a week. It has. Vicky's here. Whoop, whoop. Kristen's here. Okay, so we're going to have fun. So here's what I'm thinking. I kind of want to do like a combination of coloring and then using the digital papers to fill in parts of the image. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, you're going to get in my way. Good. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make a duplicate of this so that I always have the original. And then I'm going to take this top one and I'm going to set the blending to multiply, okay? And then I'm going to create a layer that's underneath there. If you did it on top, you can just, move it around. But you want it to be underneath this. And what I'm thinking is, okay, actually, let's go to GoodNotes first. And I'm going to go to our stickers, because I don't think I have the coloring, the colors for this collection in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go to Procreate, 3-finger swipe and paste, allow. There's a way you can turn that off. I haven't figured it out yet, but I know it's there. So I'm going to pull this in so that we have our colors, right? So we can always reference our colors. But you can see what it does when you put this top layer on multiply, and then it just does these colors underneath it, right? And you can still see the lines. So that's really cool. But I mainly am doing this so I can match colors. So I'm going to create a new one. This is just going to be like a reference. And I'm going to select this color. And we're going to turn this off. And I'm thinking that I want this flower to be one color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoot you out the way. Oh, how about this? Let's do a slide over and then out the way. Quit that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use the freehand selection, and I'm just essentially just going to trace the outline of this, and I'm just staying in the black. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just, essentially creating like a little area for the color to go, right? Make sure I know what I'm doing. But I like doing these color with me's because it's just kind of relaxing to just color and just chill. And we're not thinking too hard about things. We're just relaxing. I kind of wish I had my music on, because I showed you guys the other day that game that I found where it's a PC game, but it's like lo-fi music, and it's just like chill, and it's a combination of like productivity and like it's just a really cool game, right? that doesn't feel like a game because I'm not a huge gamer. That's the hubby. But I am, I've just been playing it so much. And when I say playing it, it's just on and I change like the decor in the room and the outfits and the little pet that's with me and do my task lists and all that kind of stuff. But I've just gotten so used to it being on so much of the time that I'm kind of missing my music. I don't know. So, okay. So I may get on Discord after this and then play that. Maybe I'll stream that for a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh, cancel. Make sure you're on the right layer. Haha. Okay. So that is a really simple way to go ahead and get our color, right? Right, deselect. Okay. I'm thinking, like I said, this is gonna be like a combination of coloring and using the papers. So I'm thinking, okay, so we got our leaves. I think the leaves are gonna be colors, and then the flowers will be patterns. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to create a layer underneath this one for this flower. Okay, and I'm just going to, it's going to be underneath, so it doesn't really matter exactly where it is, right? And it's okay if you like tap and then tap and tap. You don't have to like try to stay in the lines. Like you can just be like this, you know, to tap that to get the areas. Like that works. But it doesn't have to be perfect. And you can always adjust it. Oh, duh, we're not working with a pen. We're selecting. Okay, there we go. Oh, quit. All right, so make sure I'm on the right layer. And I'm going to fill this. Okay. And then I'm thinking might need like 2 layers for the leaves. Maybe. Ooh, what if we did? Okay. I want to test out a theory. So I'm going to create a layer. We're going to put it under this, but above this. Okay. I have this idea. Okay. We can always change the color at any point, right? Because essentially what we're doing now is we're just creating like these little color areas, and then we can use those with clipping mask to change the color anytime we want to, right? Or in some cases the pattern, right? Okay, we'll color that. Like I said, it doesn't matter what color we're doing right now. Okay, so here's the idea that just came to me. If I take this, I'm going to duplicate it, pull it up here, turn it on. And what if I only want this part of the color? Okay, let's turn that off for a second. Okay, so I'm on this layer. I'm going to do the select. Oh, nope, let's do rectangle, select. And I'm going to say invert, 3 fingers, swipe, cut. Okay, so now I just have this, right? This is the only one I have. And I think I've said this before, but if you have a layer or, you know, any selection or anything, if you duplicate it and like move it around, let it go, move it around, let it go, every time you do that, every time you move it and let it go, it will start to decrease the quality just a little bit. Sometimes it's more dramatic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. So this is like my original, and I'm just going to stick you back down here. So this guy, I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to put it where my leaf is. Okay. And then I'm going to tap this and say clipping mask. And ooh, look at my pretty leaf right there. How cool is that? Okay. Come on. That's just cool. So I could do that for some of the other leaves. Like if I did, let's say, okay, let's do another layer and let's do this one. Okay, so if we, oh no, let's go back to freehand selection. Thank you. I'm gonna do this. And then like this. And I'm gonna go here. Oop. 2-finger tap to undo. Don't forget that. You'll need that at some point or another. Okay. Did I spit on my screen? Maybe. Okay. So, color drop. Oh, damn it, quit. Color drop, thank you. Alright, so now I'm going to take this and move it up here. Turn it on, of course. And I'm gonna move it up here. Let's see. Rotate just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Okay, that works. And I'm gonna say clipping mask and ooh, okay. Now how fucking fun is that? Okay, like what? Ooh, ooh. Okay, so what if we did? I'm totally just winging this. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this so I'm not distracted by it. And what if these little things, there's probably a technical term, but we don't know it because we're not botanists, you know? But what if this was that little iridescent, you know, color? All right, we'll figure this out. What do I want that to look? Okay. And here's the trick. Since we're doing color, like color fill areas and then clipping mask, you can always like add to it later. But the trick is you've got to make sure that the color that you're putting, like the iridescent color in this case, would that be part of it? Maybe that's part of it. You got to make sure that that part is like big enough to cover if you know, decide to expand that area. So just kind of keep that in mind. And I really had no official plans for this. I was just trying to think, you know, what could be a cool, different way to color. Because I don't want you guys to be like, oh, color me, oh, you're doing the same thing all the time, every time. No. I want us to do, like, fun, different things with coloring. Because otherwise, it's just boring. Who wants that? Okay. Alright, so now we got our little, you know, there's a technical term. I just don't know it. Alright, I'm going to duplicate this. And we're going to put it on top. And we're going to turn it on. And I'm going to move this here. And I'm going to, maybe I turn it just a little bit. Do it like that. Like that. Okay, I like that. Okay. So then I'm going to say clipping mask. And, oh, okay. Like, that's fun. Like, that's fun. That's fun. So I think I don't want all of my leaves to be this color, but at the same time I kind of do. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, is that too much? And of course, I'm probably not the right one to answer that. Okay, so I'm thinking at least this one needs to be that material. So I'm going to do a new layer. And if you're not sure about layers, okay, like how many layers do you have? How many layers do you have left? In order to check that, because that's going to depend on like your storage, your version of iPad, all that kind of stuff. So if you come up here to Canvas, Canvas information, and layers, it will tell you that I've used 13 and I've got 156 left. So we're probably good for a while. Okay, we're probably good. At least for mine. So I'm gonna do this one now. So new layer, selection, and we're just having fun with this. We're not like trying to be perfectionists, even though you guys know how much of a perfectionist I can be. We're not focusing on that today, okay? We're not, and that is okay. We're gonna do this, and up here, and like that, and the fill. That is lovely. I'm gonna do the same thing. Duplicate. Oh, hey now. Up here. Turn it back on. Dun, dun. And then we can play around with, you know, like, do we want it, like, how do we want it to look? Oh, but remember, we got this down here. So, and you can turn it on freeform, and then you can, like, stretch it, right? If you want to. Like, if it's not quite the something, and you can turn off snapping if it's annoying you. Just don't let go until you're ready, okay? Because every time you, like, let go and then move it again, you know, it'll start to degrade. But I think I like that. So I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to say clipping mask. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's just fun. That is fun. I think I want this one to be like that too. So let's do that. Now, technically, if you wanted to, like all these leaf layers, you could merge those. So, like, let's say, okay, this one is, which one is that? That's that. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to move that to the tippy top. Okay. Turn off that clipping mask. Turn that back on, so those stay together like that. But as far as, like, the leaves, like this one, that could come up here to the top, right? Stop doing clipping mask. Quit that. Rude. Okay, but all your leaves, if you wanted to, you could take, like, all your leaves. We're going to say not a clipping mask. We're going to take this. Take this. Come on there, fella. Stop it. Move down here. And what the? That's not what I said, dude. Here. Okay. So, like, you could take these three and merge those so that all the leaves are together. You could take these three and merge those, and then you could still do it as a clipping mask. So, I mean, like, if you know that, hey, I'm good with those right there. If you're running out of layers, like maybe you have a smaller iPad or a smaller amount of storage or something like that, that's a workaround. So, like, I could come in here to this leaf layer that I got going on, and then this is where I do this. Okay, so I'm going to grab here. Oop. Here. Avoid that because we do have multiply turned on for that. So if I go down below it, it'll color that too. So I don't want that. Oh, not there. But Ed. I kind of want right there is what I'm thinking. Okay. So then I could do my fill, right? And then I'm still going to take this guy. Turn that on. I'm going to move it up here. Let's put it up above. Okay. Actually, we can turn the clipping mask off if you're not sure where it is. Then you can come in here and just sort of play around with. That feels good. And you can also, like, flip these, you know, if you think the color needs to be different on the other side, right? I like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that. And then I can merge those. And so, see, it's on the clipping mask. Clipping mask, right? So, okay, I don't know about you, but I'm having fun already. Okay. I think I want to make this back here as another, like, flower part, right? This here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and let's create a new layer. So this is our main flower. Oh, that's that up flower. Okay, up flower. You know what I mean. All right, so I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to be like, where? And then, and then it kind of doesn't matter where that goes because we'll put, this will go on top of it. Okay, so we're going to let that be another flower back in there, right? So I'm thinking, okay. I'm also thinking, what if we had some other, oh, maybe we need some of these as like glittery leaves. Maybe. Okay, I think I do want that to be the same thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, let's just go to this layer. Why not? Let's turn off those flowers so I don't get distracted. And I'm just gonna circle these. Like this. Like this. Okay. Get that up there. Get up here. Now I don't suggest like keeping your pencil going like forever. Like pick it up and put it back down, because if you don't, then you're going to end up like just like if you make a mistake, you're going to end up like having to redo a bunch of stuff. So if you pick it up every once in a while, if you have to double tap to undo, you're not losing everything that you selected. Like that. So I'm going to go, kind of want some of that to be part of it. Okay. Let's, oh, I do have this. Okay, sure. Put that there. I forgot that I did make a palette for these colors. So that's fun. Okay. Neen's here. Hey, Neen. All right, so now we have that. I'm going to duplicate this again. I'm going to pull it up here. And I'm going to unclip it so that I can see it. And we're going to move it up here to this and decide what of the color that I want. Do I want that? Do I want, ooh, I think I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna pinch. You can also tap and say merge down. That also works if you're scared to pinch. Okay, so let's turn our flowers back on. That is lovely, lovely. All right, so I kind of want to see what's gonna look like if I do a glittery leaf. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do, I could name these so that that's less confusion, but I'm not. All right, so I'm going to take this area and I want to see a glittery leaf. So I'm just going to select our area. That is going to be like our fill. Okay. Oop. Okay, what is that? There. And let's take our color back here. Okay, and if it helps, you can like, you know, change the color. It doesn't really matter because this is just our little fill area. All right, so let's pick out a glitter. I kind of want to see the purple glitter. So I'm just going to drag this from our paper set on Dropbox. Okay. And now this is a chunky glitter as it is, but we're going to shrink it down. Remember, don't let go until you're ready. Okay, I'm going to like this. Okay. And then I'm going to say clipping mask. So now I've got a glittery leaf. How fun is that? Okay, that's fun. I like the glittery leaf. I kind of want another glittery leaf over here. So I'm going to go back to this area. And I'm going to let this one be a glittery leaf. Okay. And we're just having fun with this. We're not going for realism, obviously. We're just having fun. And I like it. I don't know why I decided to focus on the leaves first. Like that's kind of odd. Like, you know, I'm thinking the petals are going to be the showstoppers. Okay, let's pull that purple glitter in again. Now, if I wanted to, I could take this glitter and like keep an original copy so that it's, you know, so I don't have to pull it in every time. You could do that. That's fine. All right. And the reason why this did a clipping mask when it came in is because I pulled it in and it did right on top. Now, because I clicked the layers, it let go of it. So if I were to move it again, then we risk that whole thing of, you know, getting a little fuzzy around the edges at points. Okay. All right, so I kind of, okay, let's look at the flowers here. Okay. Don't know exactly what I want to do, but I'm thinking I'm going to create a layer here. I'm going to create a layer on top of this flower because I want to play around with it. So when I pull in the image, it'll go to that layer since it's selected. And I kind of want to see this. Okay. Now, here's what I was picturing. It doesn't exactly work if I do, like if I wanted like a really small print on like one petal. Obviously that's not going to work if this is all one thing. Oh, see, and I let go. But it's okay. Like if I wanted just this one petal, that could totally work, you know? And then if I did this as a clipping mask, you see how it gets all of this? It's probably not exactly what you want if you want each petal to be different. So what you could do is you could say, okay, if I turn this off, if I duplicate this, since that's the original, I'm going to turn this off so we have just this. I could come in, make sure you're on this new layer that you did. And sure. And I could erase this, or I could come in and be like, hey, I don't need all of this. And just be like, cut, okay? And then, you know, maybe come back in and smooth this out a little bit. That way I'm not having to like retrace that all over again, although you could. That's just, you know, there's more than one way to do things. But like this, if I wanted to do the petals individually and get different looks, that would be the way to do it. See how now it looks different? So if I did, like maybe I did this petal again. Okay, let's see, duplicate, turn this on. Like what if I just want this petal? Okay, this is another way to do your selection. So I've selected what I want to keep. So I hit invert, 3-finger swipe. See, this is why I put my pencil down. 3-finger swipe, cut. So now I got rid of all that other stuff. And then I can just come in here and erase this that I don't need for this petal. Okay, and if this confuses you, you can turn that layer off. Because remember, that's another layer. Because it might be fun to do like this petal or this flower in all the different patterns. So like maybe you want this one next. And maybe you just want it here like this. Okay. And then clipping mask, you know, like maybe you want that one. Stop it. You know, like that could be fun. That could be fun. And you can always, because you have these shapes, you can swap those out for different things. You know, like that could be fun. But I kind of want to do, maybe I want, instead of this, so I'm going to go back up here. And what if I pull in this color? Okay, we're going to check out another one. So if I pull this in, put this here, like maybe I want that instead. So if I do clipping mask, so this is a fun way to like test out different looks, you know? And maybe here, maybe I don't want each petal to be different. Maybe I want them to be the same. But by pulling this in separately every time, I can play around with you know, the star pattern of like what it looks like. Maybe I want that. And then I'm going to click that. See, ooh, that's just fun. Okay, that's just fun. But like if you didn't want, I'm going to take these. And I'm going to group those, okay? So that's one way you can do the flower. But let's say you want the whole thing to be one. Let's go down to this one. Pull this one in. Okay? Like let's say you want the whole flower to be this same thing, right? We're going to put this down here. We're going to say clipping mask. And so now one step in your flower is that whole thing. Like that's fun. Okay? This is fun. Ooh. Okay, I'm just like seeing this on the screen up there and it just looks really cool. So what if I did this same, that's this one, right? Okay. So up here, if I did, what if I did the, no, what if I did the pink? Okay. And then I did pull this up here. What if I did the pink like this? Okay. And then we're just going to do clipping mask. And damn, that's cool. Okay. Like what? That's fun. That's fun. Okay, so this one, let's just pull in this purple pattern. Because why not? Okay, put that there. Tilt it a little bit because I like that moon. I don't know why. And then clipping mask. Okay, now obviously we've got this little thing here, but that's going to be a little leaf. So we're not so worried about that. And I think in the end I'll probably put black on the background, but I don't want to do that until we get like the leaves done. So I could just go ahead and put this, and I'm going to choose the black. By the way, just in case you don't know, the soft black is 21, 21, 21. Like if I pull that in and let that be the back, like that's pretty cool. I mean, obviously I can't see all my leaves right now, you know, but so we'll just turn that off. But that can be really cool. And if I do that, then maybe I will duplicate this. Let's turn that on and move it down here to this. I'm just freeform. I'm just going to stretch that out there. Okay. And then I can say, I just want, let's do rectangle. I just want this. Okay. Invert. 3-finger swipe. Stop it. 3-finger swipe. Cut. So we got rid of all that extra stuff. Okay. All right. That is lovely. So maybe this should also be the purple glittery. So I'm going to merge those two. So this is my purple glittery. I'm going to go back to the pink just for references. On the pink. And let's do, ooh, freehand. Thank you. Okay. Right, fill. Here, let's pull in our purple glittery. Oop. Yep. Go. And you can just say merge down. And there you go, right? Okay. Well, this is fun. Is anyone else having fun? Because I'm having fun with this. I think it's fun. And you can pull in any of these patterns and put them in the backgrounds, put them over different little areas. I kind of still like this idea of these colors. So I'm thinking, let's go back to this. I don't know why it bothers me, but I'm just going to go back to that color quick. And I'm going to make this leaf be that. So let's select that. do this. Here, here. Okay. No, actually, undo back to. I think I want it to go here, like that. Okay. All right. Fill that in, and we're going to take this color and duplicate it again, and move that over to this. I should have put it on top, but I did not. Okay, remember, if it goes off the page, it's done. It's gone. So I'm going to risk some, you know, some stuff there, and I'm going to put this up here and then play with this again. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. Okay, Kristen says, it's super fun, but I'm like 14 steps behind. It's okay. Go at your own pace. Oh, I just realized this here. We don't need that. Okay, so this is still separate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be on this, and I'm going to select this. Oh, what did select this? Thank you. And cut. There you go. It's okay. Go at your own pace. The replay will be available. Anne says, I'll have to watch the replay and it will take me 3 times as long as you on each step. Kristen says, same. Look, y'all, same. I have some like online classes that I've done before and like some that's still sitting in the stash that I haven't got to. And everyone's always faster than me because, I mean, obviously they've done it before. They know what they're doing. They know what's in their head. They know what's coming up next usually, and we don't. So it's okay if it takes a little longer. It's fine. And on the replay, you can go back and slow it down. You can pause it. That's the beauty of the replay. So if this first round, it helps to just kind of like go with the flow, just watch, do that. I've done that before. Like I've done like online classes where I will play a portion of it and watch it, pause, go back, play that same section and try to follow along. But it's like if I don't watch it first, I'm not getting in, you know? Okay, so I'm thinking I need a teal glittery right here. So let's do, it's going to be underneath everything. So I'm going to come down here, do a thing, and then I'm going to select this, and we're going to do a teal glittery leaf here. So this technique, you know, now that you see it, it is so much fun for all kinds of different things. Like you can do like, you know, like a patchwork of things to create different looks, and you can use stickers, you can use digital papers, anything like that, and get those looks. And it's just so cool. All right, so I'm going to pull in the teal glitter this time. Thank you. And I'm going to just like this. Maybe like this. Or what if I need the pink glitter? Okay, let's just look at both because I don't know. All right, so there's the teal glitter. That's nice. But do I want the pink glitter? Let's see. Let's do the pink glitter and see what that looks like. Okay, so if I do the pink glitter, and I put that right about there, what does that look like? I mean, maybe I like the pink glitter there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Pink or teal? Ooh. Oh, it's so hard. Pink or teal? Pink or teal? Pink or teal? Teal. We're going with teal. Bye-bye, pink. Okay. Maybe this part can be pink. So, yeah, I'm just going to stay on the same layer. This little weird looking leaf. Kind of like a little bud type of thing. And maybe it should be like a bud. I don't know. Okay. It's way too big. Like maybe that should be a bud. Okay, Anne says, I've never been able to get the clipping mask to work. I think after watching this, I'm going to try again. I might actually make it work. You can do it, Anne. You can do it. Me and Kristen, we believe in you. It's really simple. If you break it down into, you've got, like, let's look at our main flower. Okay, so this is our main flower. Okay, so you've got your, oh, I'm trying to think of it as like a fun analogy. Okay, so I can't think of anything. It's a fun analogy. Okay, so you've got your color area. So this is where, like, the area that you're going to clip to. So this is your shape. It can be any shape. It can be like a single leaf. It can be like the whole flower, as a whole, but that is your shape. And then anything above it, you turn it on to clipping mask, and it's going to clip that layer down to whatever this is. So this is essentially like your mask, and this is what you're clipping to that. So let's say, okay, if I turn this off of clipping mask, you can see that this is really big. So let's say, let's do clipping mask on this layer. If I were to come back in with just like, let's just do like a regular, um, sure, a regular pencil. So on this layer, this is my like clipping to area. If I were to come here and like draw and like add to it and make it bigger, then it's still giving you that area that your clipping mask is like above it. So that's a fun way that you can like add to or remove stuff. So I'm gonna undo. So like, let's say you wanted to erase a section of this, and you're like, oh, I really don't want this. So you're not messing up the clipping mask, because the clipping mask is actually referencing this. Does that make sense? So, and says, aha, I may have been moving it below instead of above. Yes. Okay. So if you use anything like, let's say you're using Affinity Designer, then your clipping mask gets tucked below. But if you're using Procreate, it's above, because see, it's like, see this little arrow? It's like, let's see. See this little arrow? I'm hoping you guys can see that. So it's like this layer gets clipped down to this area. So like, think of it that way. So your clipping mask is like clipping down to this. Think of the little arrow, I guess. Like that's it makes sense to me that way, I think. So yeah, so when you do that, then clipping masks are so much fun, because then you can also do something like, let's go up here to the top, and let's say I wanted to add in some text and be like, what do I want my text to say? Like, I could, ooh, okay, it could be like J, U, what? No, I said U, L, Y, okay, and then if I want this to be, stop it, if I want to change this to Bernard, okay, and then put this right here, okay, and then I could take this same pattern, duplicate it, and put it above my text, okay, and move it over here, and I could do a clipping mask, and now my letters have that, have that texture. And like, I could come in and be like, well, let's make it a little bit smaller, not that way, but, and then if you wanted to do something else, you could take your text and duplicate it, and like this bottom one, you could do, like, I'm going to turn this off. Like, let me select my text. Come on. Select my text. And let's make it black. Okay. And then let's turn this back on. So I got my text. I could shift it off to the side a little bit, right? And then I could come in here with gauge and blur. Okay, yes, rasterize, thank you. Come in here with gauge and blur and be like, let's just blur you a little bit. So now I've got some, some little blur from a shadow. And if it's a little much, I could come in and reduce the opacity. And there you go. Now I got a little thing. And you could probably, not that. You could do an outline? No. I don't like the outline. Nope, don't like the underline. Thank you. We're just going to leave that. What are you doing? Cancel. I don't know what you're doing now. But that's like a thing that you could do. And you could also, like, once you have that, you could just group that, and then you could say, oh, it's kind of big, let's just shrink it down and, put it here or there or whatever. So there you go. That's fun, right? That's another way that you can use it. I'm going to turn that off for now. Okay. What else do we need? Let's do, maybe we need, maybe we need some pink glitter here. So let's go down here to the bottom. Oh, we don't need that pink glitter now, so let's go with this one. And let's select this. Maybe this is teal glitter. And then pink glitter's behind it. Okay. Pull this in. And then teal glitter. Now, when I pulled that in, it automatically goes like above it, and since above it we already had a clipping mask, it automatically makes it a clipping mask. So if you didn't want that, you could just move it. So, okay, maybe this needs to be the teal glitter as well. So this is behind it, so we don't have to necessarily get super specific with these. Okay. And then let's pull in the teal glitter again. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Like this. Okay. Okay, so if this is pink, this is pink, this is pink, maybe that's pink. What? Oh, that's the pink. I put that up there. Damn it. Stupid. Okay. It's okay. I got this. I know what I'm doing. Not really, but, we're going with it. Okay. So now, let's do, wait. I'm going to do another one, because this is going to be behind there. So I'm going to do this. Put that there. And then I'm going to bring in, it would be cool to do like a pattern leaf somewhere over there, but is that too much? Maybe I just want the glittery leaves. We can play around with that. So I'm going to pull this in here like this. And I'm going to say clipping mask. Thank you very much. We're going to do that here. Get out the way. We're just going to be like this. And it's behind all this, so we don't have to worry about that. Right? We put our pink in. Like this. Okay. Let's do pink over here. Question is, do I want the pink to extend all there? Yeah, I think I do. So, maybe zoom in a little bit. I could just go ahead and get these up here, and then it's all one thing, right? Get that too. And just blah, blah, blah. Okay, right? And then bring my pink in over here. And I don't want all of that pink all of there. So let's do like that. Okay. And then pull it again for this one up here. Like that. Okay. Okay, well that's fun. But now I feel like I need pink up here. Like maybe it just needs to be up there. So if I do this, pull that in there. Okay. And then I pull the pink in over here. And just put that there, you know. Okay. Well, that's fun. That's fun. I like it. I like it. That's fun. Okay, so and then if I come back and turn this on, then, you know, you get a different look. And what if I did this guy? Okay. Put that down here. And then what if this was, okay, I'm going to turn on my snapping. What if I did, okay. Turn the middle, thank you. Okay, stop it. All right. I'm going to turn off all these. Oh, actually, I don't have to do that because if you press and hold this, oh, no, press and hold this. There you go. Forgot that trick. Okay. All right, that away. I'm not having all of this turn on, and I want, why are you giving me all these extra things? I don't want all these things. Okay, so essentially what I'm going to do is I want to create this as a seamless texture. So if I line these up on the, supposed to be the orange, thank you, right? Okay, you're not exactly seamless on here because something's not lining up. That work? Is it because it's just low quality or it's just not lining up? That if I turn this on, then you can't tell. We're going with that. Okay. So I'm going to merge those. Do that again. Duplicate. And I'm going to pull this down. Okay. What, man? You're supposed to line up and not be like that. Why are you being like that? Is it because it's not super high quality? Is it because it's low res? Okay, we just do the little tappy thing. It's fine. All right. We're going to do it again. I think that's what it is. It's because it's not like super high res. Okay, that's close. So turn that on and you can't even tell. That works, right? So if I press and hold this again, that stuff comes back. Although I feel like I did have a group that I wanted off. That one. Okay, that's fine. All right. That's fun. And we could, if those stars are too much, which they might be, I'm going to merge those. I could turn down the opacity where it's just like a little bit. Maybe. Is that too much? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? With or without? I kind of like it, but maybe it's too much. I don't really care if it's too much. I like it anyways. That is fun. So you could come back if you wanted it to be like more 3D-ish. You know, you could add some shadows and stuff, but you don't have to. And by that, I mean, like, let's say, okay, this is our flower. And then this is, okay, so if we go below the flower, and let's say, just grab this and grab like a soft airbrush. Then underneath my flower, let's say I wanted it to have some, you know, shadows. Okay, maybe not like that. Let's opacity down a little bit there. And just be like, you know, if you wanted to add a little more depth to it, like that's one way that you could do it. if you wanted. That's just like an extra step that if you wanted it to look like it was kind of like sticking out a little bit. You could play around with that, you know. Technically, you wouldn't really have shadows like all the way around, but you know, there you go. Like if you wanted it to like pop out a little bit more. So, okay, Neen says that's cute. Kristen says love the pattern. And says it looks great. Kristen says I would love to learn more about shadowing and making things look more dimensional. Yeah, you can do a lot with that. Just like a little soft airbrush, you change things up. Like one thing that I did, it was a while ago. I don't know where I put it. I got a lot of shit on here. Is it here? It wasn't there. No. Let's go back. Here? You know, like, shading can be really fun, you know? You know, just playing around with different things. Go, why are you being mean? Don't be mean. Don't be mean. You know? I don't know, I want to do more with this. So we can do, well, I swear, it does not want to work that way. I was trying to look for that ball that I did, but I don't know where I put it. I don't know where I put it. It's in here somewhere. I got a lot of stuff in here, you guys. A lot of stuff. Oh, that. You know, like, this started out as just like a basic ball of color, and then I added shadows and highlights to it, and you get a completely different look, you know, but the base of it is just a circle of color. So, I mean, you can do a lot with it. I want to hopefully have more time to do some Procreate stuff. Well, that was fun. I forgot I did that one. That one's a little simple thing, you know. Go away. But, you know, okay. So, I guess that's all I have for this one. We can do more Procreate stuff. You guys let me know. Because it's fun. It's fun. But I thought this would be like a really fun way to play around with using digital papers to get different looks and just really just having fun. Really just having fun. And I liked it. It was fun. I'm going to say it again. It was fun. So, I think I like it without the stars in the background. I feel like it's a little much with everything that's going on. But that's cool. That's cool. I like it. Okay, let's say, I don't know, that's now bothering me. So, let's say I wanted to take this off. We're going a little bit over time. But let's say I wanted to take off this original stuff without messing up everything else. So, I'm going to turn that off for now. If I did, let's go up here to this. So there's a difference between a clipping mask and like a regular mask. So like if a regular mask is, where's my pink glittered stuff? Is that this? Yeah. I'm going to turn this off for now. So, yeah. So if, so a clipping mask does like you're clipping to a colored area, where like a layer mask lets you essentially erase parts of your design and then bring them back without actually erasing it. So you have to be in, like it comes in white, so you have to be in all black. I'm going to go to this, and on the layer mask, okay, if I draw over this, then I'm not actually erasing, I'm just masking out part of this, okay? So I can come in here and I can just come like this. I don't know why that was just suddenly bothering me. Okay, so I haven't actually erased the original design. See, I've just put a mask on it. So if I turn the mask off, it's there. So that's a fun way to test out things like you made a mistake and you want to like bring something back. So like let's say, oh, I did too much up there. So if you switch to straight white, remember it's straight white, straight black. So if I were to come back, I could bring it back easily. Like if I did too much and I wanted to bring it back, you know? So that's cool. I'm going to turn this back on down here. And if I come in here, I could also do a mask on this and do that same thing and be like, oh, no, you got a straight black all the way down. And be like, oh, you know, I really don't want that right now. So I could just do that, right? And that's how you can like mask out. Like, let's say I didn't want this leaf. Okay? Okay, oh, that's a different one. Let me undo that. So like, let's say that's this one. I could do a mask and like I'm masking out this because maybe I don't really want it right now. Okay? So then I can come back up here to this mask and be like, you know, if I want it later, I can bring it back because then I would just have to use white. Oh, I missed this spot. But that's a fun way to, it's a, as they say, a non-destructive way to make changes to your art. And maybe you just want to test out a look. So I'm going to do that. Let's go back to this one. Like that. So that's the difference between a mask and a layer mask. Kristen says, like magic. It is. It is. So, see, now you got a different look. I like that. I like, you know, taking that off there. There you go. Well, that's fun. So those are some fun little techniques, you know. There you go. That's so lovely, right? I like it. And then you can go up here and say share. And I'm going to say a JPEG. And I'm going to Dropbox. And I'm going to put it in my planner shares so I can put it in the next collage. Because we did this together and why not? So, okay. There you go. Now it's in my Dropbox. All finished up and lovely. How cool. That was fun. I like it and we went a little over, but this is fine. So, if you guys want to do more Procreate stuff, like let me know. Since my schedule is changing soon, my work schedule, I would love to be able to do more workshops, more live workshops with replays available, as always, of course, where it's like classes devoted to specific topics that you guys want to learn about, either Affinity Designer, Procreate, anything like that. I want to do more of those coming up soon. So I think it'd be fun to do live workshops with you guys as like classes. Even if it's something where it's like, you know, just like a 2-hour workshop, or maybe it's like a couple hours for 3 days in a row, like a whole event type of thing where we're doing like a larger project. Let me know if you guys are interested in stuff like that and want to do something in this world that we have been creating for ourselves. So I think it's fun. And this is fun. Kristen says, I would sign up for those live workshops for sure. That sounds super fun. Thank you. See, I think it would be fun. Like, I think it would be really, really fun. Like, I've attended events like that. And, you know, it's like a 3-day workshop type of thing where you go for maybe, you know, a couple hours each day for like 3 days. And it's like an event of we're working on a certain project, or we're doing maybe start to finish something, or it's all tutorial or whatever, and it's live so you can like interact. You know, it would be something over Zoom is what I'm thinking, so that there's that, you know, actual communication type of aspect to it, live chat, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to do some of those things, I would love to do those. And then have the replays available, of course, with, you know, so it'd be like an online class type of thing. So I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be loads of fun. And I love to teach shit because, I don't know, nerdy goodness. I don't know, it's fun. So, all right, I'm out. I will probably go hang out in Discord for a little while and maybe stream that game that I was telling you guys about while I'm in here working. Because this is kind of, I'm trying to make Fridays be kind of like admin, accounting, all that stuff, because I'm usually lower energy the rest of the day. So it's just like sitting here doing all that stuff. So it would be cool to just stream that and hang out and chat with you while I'm working. If you guys want to do that, I probably need to go get some brunch first. But okay, so I'm going to put this up so that you guys can see it. And this was fun. I will see you guys in the next one. And if you're in book club, then I will see you in tomorrow's Zoom hangout to chat about our book of the month. So, all right, I'm out. Ta ta. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.